Everyone is familiar with the burning sensation of anger. It rises suddenly, like a flame igniting in the chest. And in those heated moments, we often say or do things that later become sources of regret. The Buddha identified anger as one of the three great poisons of the mind, alongside greed and ignorance. Clouds our judgment, steals our inner peace, and harms not only those around us but ourselves most of all. Yet Buddhism also reminds us of a hopeful truth. Anger is not permanent. It can be understood, softened, and ultimately released. When we learn to let go of anger, we uncover a deeper freedom, one rooted in compassion, clarity, and inner strength. Let us explore 7 ways, grounded in Buddhist wisdom, that can help us release the heavy burden of anger. The first practice is to pause and breathe. Anger feeds on immediate reaction, urging us to speak harshly or act without thought. Mindful breathing interrupts this chain. The Buddha often emphasized awareness of the breath, because even a single calm inhale and gentle exhale can cool the fire of anger, like water poured onto flames. When anger arises, try to pause. Breathe slowly and consciously. Notice how, when given space, even the most intense emotion begins to soften. One breath may seem insignificant, yet it creates a powerful gap between stimulus and response, a space where wisdom can enter. Breathing does not erase the situation, but it allows us to face it with clarity rather than impulse. The second way is to see anger as impermanent. No emotion lasts forever, not even the strongest anger. While we are caught in it, anger feels endless, but like a storm passing through the sky, it always fades. The Buddha taught that all conditioned things are impermanent, and anger is no exception. It arises due to causes and conditions, and when those conditions change, anger dissolves. When we remember this truth, we stop identifying anger as who we are. We begin to see it as a temporary visitor rather than a ruler of our actions. Knowing that it will pass, we no longer feel compelled to obey it. The third practice is reflecting on cause and effect. The Buddha compared anger to holding a burning coal with the intention of throwing it at someone else. Before it ever reaches them, it has already burned us. Acting in anger damages our peace, our health, and our clarity. Harsh words may wound others, but the bitterness lingers longest within our own hearts. When we truly understand this, we see that anger does not protect us, it punishes us. Remembering past moments of regret helps us recognize this pattern. What we plant, we harvest. Anger breeds conflict, while patience cultivates peace. Awareness of consequences becomes a shield that guards us from repeating harm. The fourth way is the practice of compassion. Anger often grows when we focus solely on our own pain. Buddhism invites us to look deeper and recognize the suffering in others. Those who act with cruelty are often trapped in their own confusion, fear, or unresolved pain. When we shift our perspective in this way, anger begins to dissolve and compassion takes its place. The Buddha taught that hatred never ends through hatred, but only through love. Compassion does not excuse harmful behavior, but it frees us from being chained to bitterness. It allows us to respond with wisdom and strength rather than resentment. The fifth practice is letting go of ego. Much of our anger is rooted in pride, the need to feel respected, validated, or superior. The Buddha taught that the self we defend so fiercely is not permanent or solid. It is like a shadow appearing real, yet lacking lasting substance. When we loosen our attachment to ego, many triggers for anger simply lose their power. Insults no longer feel like deep wounds, and criticism no longer feels like an attack. Letting go of ego is not a loss. It is a return to our natural state of inner stability and ease. The sixth way is choosing silence. Anger demands immediate expression, but silence is a powerful form of self-mastery. The Buddha advised noble silence when speech would not be true or beneficial. In silence, anger finds no fuel. Silence protects us from words that may cause lasting harm and gives us time to regain clarity. There is dignity in remaining silent, especially when provoked. Often, silence itself becomes a teaching, showing that peace is stronger than rage and restraint more powerful than reaction. The seventh and final practice is transforming anger into understanding. Instead of viewing anger solely as an enemy, we can treat it as a teacher. What is it revealing about our expectations, attachments, or unhealed wounds? When we approach anger with curiosity rather than resistance, it loses its destructive force. The Buddha praised patience as one of the highest virtues. To hold anger without acting on it requires great strength. Within every flame of anger lies a deeper longing for fairness, respect, or love. When we understand this, anger becomes insight rather than destruction. It no longer burns us. Instead, it illuminates the path toward growth. These 7 practices, pausing to breathe, recognizing impermanence, reflecting on cause and effect, cultivating compassion, releasing ego, embracing silence, and transforming anger into understanding, offer a gentle yet powerful path to inner peace. Anger is a fire, but it is not one we must keep feeding. Letting go of anger is not weakness. It is true strength. The strength to choose peace over reaction, wisdom over impulse. May this understanding bring freedom to your heart. And if this reflection has resonated with you, I invite you to continue walking this path of Buddhist wisdom together.